Hey, good morning, Cole Canyon Coyotes. Welcome to our Friday Flag video weekly here. Whether you are a student or a staff member, we appreciate you tuning in each week. Let's begin our Friday Flag video with the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. As you've probably seen, guys and girls, we have hero signs all over our campus now. I encourage each student to take a few minutes to stop and read the student expectations that we've listed to support positive behavior and remind us all of the importance of being helpful, encouraging, respectful, and outstanding on all places on campus. So take a look at the playground signs once these are up. They will be mounted near the second grade lineups and on that large wall. Keeping our hands and feet to ourselves is an important rule on the playground. This means that playing chase and tag are not activities we allow. Play fighting, where we pretend to be a superhero or maybe pretend we have a special power, never seems to end well when kids engage in that. Keeping our hands and feet to ourselves shows others how much we respect each other and that we are committed to being safe on our campus. We certainly have plenty to do on the playground, so pick an activity that you can get into and have lots of fun with your friends. Those who continue to violate our Kafudi rule, which is keep all hands, feet, and other objects to yourself, may find themselves with harsh consequences. That's how important it is to us. We thank you ahead of time for helping with this. And so now here is Dr. Wheeler with a good message to help you learn to get along with others.
Good morning, Coyotes. I wanted to take a moment to remind each and every one of you just how incredible and capable you are. I know that sometimes things might get tricky. Maybe the classwork seems tough, or you're facing a challenging task that makes you feel like you're juggling 1,000 things at once. And you know what? That is absolutely okay. The road to success is filled with twists and turns, and it is normal to face difficulties along the way. What is important is that you don't give up. You have the power to overcome any obstacle that comes your way. When things seem hard, take a deep breath and remember that you are stronger and smarter than you think. And don't be afraid to ask for help if you need it, because we are all here to support each other. Your teachers, our school staff, our administrative team, and we all believe in each and every one of you. So just like superheroes face challenges with courage and determination, you can tackle challenges with that same spirit. Remember that it's okay to make mistakes, because that's how you learn and how you grow. So believe in yourself, work hard, and never forget that every effort you put in brings you one step closer to success. Now to Mr. Zanartu and Mrs. Lane.
Great message. Hello, students and staff. As you all know, every Friday Flag video, we have the chance to recognize the students in all grade levels who have earned that hero shout out from his or her teacher. Those are students who have shown what it means to be helpful, encouraging, respectful, and outstanding. So here we go. Let's start with Kinder.
Starting with Mrs. Gorton, we have Mila and Rose. From Miss Eisinger's class, we have Seth. From Mrs. Amkraut's class, we have Joey. From Mrs. Miller, we have Walker and Kai. From Mrs. Biter, we have Hayden and we have Emily.
Moving on to first grade, congratulations to Noah. From Mrs. Cron's class, from Mrs. Morad's class, Connor. From Mrs. Stringer's class, Maya. From Espinosa's class, Stone. From Mrs. Stringer's class, Maya. And from Mrs. Murray's class, Penelope.
And moving on with our second graders, from Mrs. Teresa's class, we have Harper. From Mrs. Manzella, Brooklyn. From Mrs. Garrity, we have Penelope and Devin. From Mrs. Schott's class, we have Tristan and Juliana. And from Miss Silva's class, we have Harper.
And in third grade, from Mrs. Hess's class, congratulations to Savannah. From Mrs. Welch's class, Maxwell. From Mrs. Hartley's class, JR. And Mrs. Tope's class, Nixon.
And with our fourth graders, from Mrs. Calvillo Murray's class, we have Peyton. From Mrs. Schroeder, Mila. From Mrs. Hayes, we have Addison. From Miss Ariano, we have Hudson. From Mr. Pacey, we have Isabella. And from Mrs. Trujillo, we have Thatcher.
And in fifth grade, from Mrs. Hemrick's class, congratulations to Nicholas. From Mrs. Bryan's class, Caitlin C. From Mrs. Besky's class, Natalie. From Mrs. Greenstein's class, Ella. From Mrs. Reagan's class, Ryder. And last but not least, from Mrs. Morandi's class, congratulations to River.
Congratulations to all of you who earned this weekly hero shout out. Remember that your names are entered into our monthly drawing for a class prize at the live Friday Flag Assembly. Now let's turn this back over to Mr. Shaw.
Yeah, thank you, team. Such great messages and lots of great shout outs today. Hey, congratulations to all that made their second reading counts goal. We're so proud of you all, and we've begun to plan that bingo event that happens February 9th. It should be a great, fun 30 minutes at each grade level. It'll be high energy, game show-like, and just so much fun with our friends. We'll go around to the different classes next week to stamp those passports and congratulate you. So looking forward to that. We appreciate all of your efforts to be heroes on our campus. I know you're all willing to do your very best. So that's what we're here to do, just to help you do that. So strive to be heroes every single day. Well done. Let's keep it up. All right. Have a great weekend, everyone. Teachers, thank you. Support staff, thank you. We'll see you back on Monday.